Good day, guys. My name is Rudo. As you don't know, I'm a full-time, quit your day job, stay at home and trade for a living trader. And today I'm going to talk to you guys briefly about the indicator. The market volatility at the moment is amazing, for lack of another word. And I just want to share this tool so that you guys can maximize your gains in the market. So it's very simple. This is my buddy indicator. Now, the whole thing about doing technical analysis, as you all should know, is there's always a little trick. There's a trick to the market. You have to spot the right divergence. You have to do a lot. Where's the price action? Which support level is going to be holding? So looking at this randomness in the market, it can sometimes be very confusing. So when we get to trading, you need to take out the emotion. And you know these things. We all said this many, many times ago. And as per our last analysis, closing off the trading day for today, as per the last analysis, I explained that the market will have a lot of chop. And when we move above this area here on the weekly time frame, we could potentially only then see the retrace, because divergence is there. You need the market. The market basically needs to almost run $120,000, $115,000 for BTC in order to delete the divergence. It's clearly there on the weekly. And it's trying to do that, but ultimately that will kind of be as a retrace, your buy the dip scenario, meaning if we break through this 92.6, which could happen today, the market will come back and bounce, and then there will be an additional move. And we'll be off to the races, alt season, money for you all, and no financial advice, of course. But you get where I'm going with this. So trading in this kind of environment, with the emotions running high, the excitement can sometimes, get overwhelming. So the buddy indicator is the indicator that I built myself. It's very simple. You load it. I'll show you now how to get onto it, but it will be under your invite-only scripts. You can load it, and basically it prints on the screen setups for you. Between the purple lines, you enter TP1, TP2, TP3. Between the purple lines, you enter TP1, TP2, TP3. So on the screen here, there's about 11 trading setups for the day on the buddy indicator. And 4 of them failed. So we can see there's one that failed on ICP. There's Toncoin. Both of them are running nicely. Phantom didn't get a setup. And Solana has one that failed, just basically grazed the stop there. The market is volatile and stuff. Ethereum's now hit TP1, and this one went to TP3. And Shiba Inu has been a bit of a bugger. This one failed, and that one missed entry. So out of all these entries, about 5 successful ones. Now, the thing about trading, and the important thing that you guys need to remember when you trade, is all about risk management. So I'm going to go over to the legacy side, because the legacy markets are really excited at the moment as well. So you've got the Dow Jones and everything. So when legacy pumps, Bitcoin pumps, crypto pumps, it basically tells you that there's a real sense of excitement out there. So to look at how you need to how you need to apply the indicator in the simplest way is very simple. You go and you load the indicator, and you'll find that there's a lot of strategies in there. And each one of these strategies has got its own unique way of creating a setup. That's all that we're trying to do. We just want to create a unique setup. And these all get labeled by these SO2, SO3s, SO4s. So an example, the chart is telling me, or the buddy indicator is reminding you that there's hidden bearish divergence. So what does it mean? You take it from the previous high to the low, and you apply the SO4 strategy. Oops. So there's your short entry. There's where you need to enter between those lines, and that's where you need to move your stop to break even. Because if it goes back, it's going to reverse. There it gave you another one. So let's look at that again. So I'm just going to put the fib on there. It's telling you there, go there. So you look at the previous wave. I'm just going to delete it. I've missed my click there. So you look at the previous wave in the direction of the trend. You can pull it across. There's your entry, TP1, TP2, TP3. As simple as that. And for lack of another way, let's go back a little bit further. Strong bearish divergence. So what again? You click on the previous high to the low, okay? And then you say strat 1. entry, TP1, TP2, TP3, TP4. It's as simple as that. It's literally as simple as that. So it takes all the thinking and the guessing away. So looking at the alts, the way they're performing at the moment, they're all pushing nice and high. Looking at the legacy markets, everything is flying at the moment. And the buddy indicator is saying, listen, we had an insane pump candle now. So you're looking for continuation of momentum. This means that this is where you need to enter. So taking this all this over to BTC, meaning Bitcoin's job for us to be bullish is to break this red line of $92,000. We need to see those big pumps. Okay, so you can see that the buddy is basically picking up the momentum everywhere. So on Bitcoin, on the 10-minute there, it picked it up, entered between the purple lines, TP1, TP2, and it's on its way to TP3. So it takes away all the simple the guessing. Now, how do you access this? It's, you know, I've always looked at this from an angle to you guys. You know, there's enough people out there trying to take your money. The market is volatile enough. You know, it's frustrating enough. So the last thing I would always want to have a subscription or an angle like that. It's very simple. Support the channel. Open your Prime account. Okay. Head over to the Discord. It's the simplest place. Link is in the video description. Click on the free trial there. Simple. Open your Prime account. Okay. Deposit some trading capital and send me your TradingView username and your Prime account ID. It's as simple as that. Do those three things, boom. You can have this indicator. And the way the indicator will pop up is once it's done and verified, so you're going to click there and it's just going to open a private channel. Open a private channel between me and, in this case, me and myself, okay? You're going to open a private channel and you're just going to send me that information. Your account ID and your TradingView username. That's all you're going to send me. You just need to send me that. And if all is done, 1, 2, and 3, I'll load it for you. So where you will find it is you'll go to your indicators and then you're going to go into invite only and then the buddy indicator will be there. It's as simple as that. Click on it, load it, and there you have it. No questions asked. No need to worry about where the market's going to go. Okay, so that's that. Now, let's go to the comments. Garth, you see, you're ahead of me, my friend. Smash them likes, buddy. Okay, but while we're on this and looking at this, let's quickly have a look at some of the alts. Tell me which alts you are really keen on, and we can quickly do a couple of analysis. I'll quickly go through some of the crazy ones where we're at now, and you know, the big ones, and then we'll take it from there. So just as a little bit of an update, you know, so let's start off with Ethereum at the moment. So I'm going to be on the daily time frame. It's important time frames. You can see Ethereum is catching up. The biggest problem that ETH has now is it needs that higher high, guys. So the market has to remain bullish. Stop dreaming there has to be a dip and then I will buy. The market has to remain bullish. Keep on shooting up because we need to take out that high. Because if we don't, all our dreams for an alt season will get smashed down and delayed again another one, because we need to break hidden bearish divergence, because that's ultimately the divergence that gives us a bearish trend. Okay, it's as simple as that. We've got a trend, we need to go get that higher high. Forget about all the other lines you can and the buy setups and all the other stuff. Get there and go. So the market has to remain this way. So trade with the momentum. You can see when there's a lot of momentum, there's no retraces. Retraces takes time. You don't want that. Trade with the momentum, wait for the higher high. Cardano is tickling its highs again, okay? So let's see, go to weekly time frame. Let's see if Cardano has done what it needed to do, okay? So the last time round, this was Cardano's high. There was our exit, our sell zone. So big pump candle, no divergence as of yet. So Cardano might now reach a point where it's going to slow down. Then when it slows down, you're going to have to wait, because we're going to get to that point. When it slows down, we just remove this, okay, and go back to the daily. You're going to find that it's going to want to bounce on these highs, okay? So the easiest way that you need to look for that is switch to the line tool, okay? Look at all these spikes. That was resistance, reluctance to buy, 40 cents, okay? We smashed through that. Then we went through another opportunity where there was a reluctance to buy. When was that? 50. So somewhere between 50 and 40, Cardano is going to look for a retrace and a buy and a buyback. So you need to remember, this is now your hodl. This is now not trading highly leveraged. So you need to understand that between there and there, there's going to be an area. And once we have a confirmation, it's not there. We created our first pivot, okay? So we can argue that from this point onwards, if we go above that high, okay, if we go above that high and fall below that again with an RSI that's trending down, then we need to think about entering this area. Then we can apply some fibs and some fib magic to kind of see. Statistically, I would imagine we would then look at something like a strat 4, you know, the hidden bullish divergence play, meaning it's going to come back down. The RSI will probably sweep lower than this level, but price will be very much higher. And there's a lot of confluence between these areas. And yet again, if you load the buddy indicator, it's as simple as that. You know, I just want to make sure I've updated the script on this one. You know, it will give you that reminder of when to do that. Okay, so the moment there's no tag there, it will still get to that point for the tag. It's simple as that. Okay, let's see what else do we have. Bitcoin 9,400. Yeah, 90,600. It's amazing. Amazing feeling, huh, guys? Long-term analysis-wise, I mean, we're going. We're flipping this axis. So this buy has been delayed yet again, guys. As the market's going up, time is your friend. So being in the market and spending time in the market's better at the moment than staying out. Okay, time's your friend. We could make another blue candle and go to 100K. Then this buy zone at 80 becomes irrelevant because then we're going to turn this area into resistance. So you have to be in the game at the moment. You cannot be sitting on the sidelines. Okay, let's see. I'm getting messages. Always I'm getting messages. This is popping up. That's why the camera's on the right-hand side, so you guys don't see all the all the stuff always popping up. Okay, so that's basically that. So let's have a look at a few more of your requests. Let's see what else we have. Rweave, please, Rweave. So I'll quickly have a look at Rweave real quick, and then I'm going to look at Sui. Okay. So we can use Bybit's version on Rweave. Okay, and it's just consolidating. Rweave is a lot like TON in this, in my opinion. Okay, it's off a massive retrace. Okay, you're trying to break out, and the buddy indicator at this stage is basically telling you, listen, we broke through this trend resistance. That's your area to buy. So hit that $17 area, grab it. You can trade it. And from a hodl point of view, guys, this is now a big picture for the bull market. This is the reload buy zone, as I shared with you guys. We're in between that area. So that's the move. And Rweave needs to now go and do its thing. Okay. Remember the buddy indicator, everything in the buddy indicator is looking forward. So it doesn't tell you afterwards what you need to do. It projects forward what you should do. I hate indicators that's lagging. It just irritates the hell out of me, guys. So once the candle closes, the lines don't go away. And then you know whether it was successful or failed trade. As simple as that. So you can always use that as a guidance as well. Okay, let's see what else we have regarding this. I've seen VISTA. Stanko's asked me about this in the past. Let's quickly do VISTA. Let's see where it's on. Mexi, probably. Gate.io will probably have it earlier. Well, it's still very early. Let's see how it looks on Mexi. Same thing. So at this stage on the weekly time frame, there's not much to say, and the buddy indicator is coloring your candles yellow. So what does it mean? It says the market is choppy. Now within the Discord, for those that want to read up, there's you can look at the buddy indicator itself. There's also a tutorial video that I created, how all the different things in the indicator functions, the goal behind them, and it's a long, boring video, okay, but worth going to check out. You can also always ask me questions about it as well in this area. So the links to that is there. And so getting back to this means that the market is in a bearish consolidation phase. So it means that it's looking at various facets from the limited data that it has, and basically it calculates that at this stage it's not trending just yet. It's still chopping. You can see big move retrace. Once this starts turning light blue, it says it's starting to establish a bullish trend, okay? And yellow, for the same argument, is starting to establish a bearish trend because, you know, you don't know. Bitcoin goes back to 55 tomorrow. This thing's going to go down there. I mean, you know this. So it's not established a trend just yet. Now, if you look at this on the daily time frame, let's quickly have a look. It's going to calculate the. It's going to look at the candles and say, okay, right there. So you had chop, 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 and there it established beginning of a trend, but it lasted 4 days. 4 days isn't a bullish trend, guys. It's just chop. And it's coming right back down. Let's go and have a look on a 4-hour time frame. So on a 4-hour time frame, you can see now it changed the color bodies, candles blue. So even on the candles that retrace, it's telling you that all the momentum is still there. So don't fret about it. Don't stress about it. And when that momentum is gone, it starts warning you, telling you, hey, listen, this is no longer doing what it needs to do. So in conclusion, the way the buddy indicator works is it's trying to have me, and the goal was trying to have me in your trading view without, you needing to tune into the videos every day. As simple as that. So teach a man to fish. I'm all about that, not give a man a fish scenarios. So there's a lot of value to this. And yeah, and I just thought I'll quickly do a reminder video on this because this market is moving and sometimes it can just kick your ass. This morning, I missed my entry, being greedy bugger again. S2, strong bullish divergence. I came from the gym. By the time I was here, I was still hoping that the market's going to give me a little bit of retrace. Didn't. Just kept on running. Okay. And just to keep it simple, there's many tools that I could have used to get in on this. So there the buddy is telling me hidden bullish divergence. What do you do with hidden bullish divergence? Okay. Look at your retrace. Apply your S4 strategy because it's telling you there S4. Okay. Sorry, guys, I just drew it the wrong way around. We're going up, not down. Okay. Hidden bullish divergence. There's your entry for the continuation. It's simple as that. So there's never an excuse that you're missing out of the move. The buddy's consistently giving you these information there. Hidden bull, S4 again. It's telling you, get in. So what do? Okay. You use the wave, the retrace on that wave. Boom. S4. Let me just click it the right way around there. Enter there, continuation. Okay. Strat 4 just said go long. Scalps in a long there for you. So what do you need to do? You need to enter between the green and the purple. In this instance, it kept on saying there's too much momentum. It's just flying. So it never got there. Okay. And you remain in that long. If it gave you that entry, you remain in that long with a trailing stop, meaning you can move your stop up to a point where it says take profit. Now, in this instance, it stayed above the line, but I mean, there you have it. Okay, so it's as simple as that. And then, yes, when you start getting really big moves, I mean, it's just going to start running. So you consistently need to switch between your time frames because then you can look for various setups. There's the continuation play on the 10-minute. The 10-minute, mind you guys, is from a trading point of view, is doing really well at the moment for me. Okay, so there's the buy zone, strat 3. Now, strat 3, simple. Basically, it's just enter between those areas. So it's just got that already built in there, TP1, TP2, and TP3. As simple as that. Okay, let's see what else we have. I'm really struggling with changing my referral link on Bybit. Will you please help me? I don't know how to help you, Renee. I think the simplest thing is just contact Bybit support or open a Prime account. It's simple as that, because this is basically where I trade. I like to trade on Prime. The reason being, guys, is and that's why I showed you the legacy pairings a little bit earlier. When you trade on alts, leverage-wise, say you have $1,000 portfolio and you're trading a trading portfolio, the slippage is going to be unnoticed for you on any of these altcoins, on any of the exchanges. But as soon as you start going above $30,000, you start getting to a point where if you 10x, 20x that, you're moving through the order book. So there's a lot of slippage. So basically, you're saying to yourself, I'm going to get out there, okay? And between my entry there and there, the risk is I'm going to lose, say, not an R, $100, okay? The risk is $100. But because the order, your order is big and your slippage is there, when it hits that line, you're getting out at $150 loss. That's what you want to try and avoid, because that hurts you, especially with the bigger positions. So it works on the legacy markets as well, because there you can really go big And because the order books are so thick, there's very little slippage around that. Okay. Now, no indicator is bulletproof, guys. I mean, it's telling you now that there's bullish momentum and it's getting ready to go, but that S3 just failed. So sometimes the market is just spiteful, but that is why I wanted to share you guys this. If you take all the trades for the day into consideration, you would have had at least $2,000 of profit, and all you needed to do was risk $100 per setup, and you would have had $500 worth of losses and $2,500 worth of wins due to the risk to reward ratio. Okay, simple. I've done ADA, I've done Arweave, and I basically gave you a little bit of my hands. You know, I'm not much that I can do with that, and that's it. Now, question, is it worth selling some Bitcoin to buy back more and retraces? No. Don't try and out trade the market. You're gonna wreck yourself. Let me put it like this. I try and sell proactively when we trade, meaning let's load the RSI real quick. Once this thing gives me divergence on the daily, the weekly time frame, this means that I have enough reason to believe the market's going to go down. Typically, what I do is in the investment reports, then I classify the coins. Okay, let's do the investment report thing. I classify the coins, and I give the guys the trading view list with this classification on high risk buys and sells. So the argument is when we look at something like Bitcoin, okay, and I'm just going to quickly load the investment report. And Bitcoin is in a do nothing zone because it's not worth selling at the moment. But once the divergence is there, and let's maybe do this. Yeah, this will be a clean chart. Once the divergence is there, like we had here, okay, then I would look to sell something. But while it's running, you sit in that thing and you stay in it. Okay. And the reason being, if you now look at the previous run, let's do this. Okay. Say you bought somewhere there at 24. The market will eventually always retrace, just a standard retrace. Minimum 23.6%. Once it falls below that, then it tells you, listen, you need to start looking to buy back later. And where we're at now in this move, you can take it from there, you can take it from there, wherever you want, however you want to look at it, okay? We're so far away. So you need to hold for more with the understanding that you're never going to get out at that level, at that high point. You're going to basically wait for the market to lose this and probably chop around that. Then you're going to sell, or in this instance, hopefully give you bearish divergence. Then you're going to sell, and then you're going to buy back. Then you act, okay? Not based on emotions, because at the moment there's nothing to do it. And Bitcoin you own on in your wallet, you never go below the daily time frame with that coin. You don't need to look at it on a 4 hour. You don't need to look at it on 15 minutes. Anything below the daily, that's for the leverage guys. That's where your prime XBT money is. I put the dollars in the prime XBT account, and when I'm in looking at the markets on lower time frames, that's when I'm working with that. That's why when I'm looking at the market from investing dailies, that's why I'm here. I sometimes will go on to smaller time frames for coins like VISTA. Okay, in this instance, VISTA, because there's only that much data. As soon as you go in the higher time frames, there's not a lot to TA on. Then I will zoom in, but I will normally always warn you guys that, listen, this is your time frame, and on this time frame, there's actually nothing to do just yet. Okay, to finish off on VISTA for Stonku, because I didn't really do much there regarding an analysis. You've seen this play now many times, and this is what you need to remember. Emotional market cycle, okay? And VISTA has now had its bull run. It's trying to find its base. Let's hide the bunny indicator for a sec, and this is what you need to do. You put your fib on, and this is my long-term reload fib. We're in the area to start buying back. It's going to chop around for more. Similar to what we did with BONK, similar to what we did with all the other coins. And that's it. Okay, so guys, that's everything for me for today. And I didn't do this in the normal time frame that I normally would. Let's go back to BONK. Let's do this. Take away the RSI. I'm just going to bring it in there so you can see it. Similar to what we did there, similar to what we did there. You know, all these kind of setups, we were looking at those specific relays. Okay. XRP depegged. It's up 10%. Your XRP army recruit there, SM. Because the XRP people, look, I don't hate them. I don't date them. I just trade them. And but for me, the thing about XRP is, and I said it many times, it has these insane pumps, and then it just dumps on your ass again. Simple as that. So look at this. There's your history lesson on XRP, and it's always been like that. Okay. So news comes in, big lubricant for bullish momentum. It shoots up and then it retraces. So for me, XRP is a horrible coin to be in for that reason. You know, so yes, there's going to be a time where it's going to go back to $1. This was the previous bull market. Previous one was at $3. But yeah, that's just me. So I don't mean any disrespect or anything, but I mean, XRP has just got this way of just, it can go there for today and tomorrow be at $1 again, but then it's going to come right back again. It doesn't have this nice trending way of moving, which is, yeah, one of those frustrating things sometimes. Okay, let's see what else we have. Let's see what else. If there's anything else that I'm missing out. Hello, Altec. Let's see. The stars not done. I think it's that. Right, guys, you have a lovely day. See, have I been swimming? No, I've been sleeping. I caught a little bit of a lazy nap. I'm training really hard the last few days and cutting the carbs to try and get rid of the little bit of a success in the belly area. And yeah, this is a nice thing on what JJ Doc is saying as well. XRP is getting listed on CNBC and you know what? This is all lubrication. So people are buying now because I think they're going to go up, and that's true. Okay, Bitcoin. If you look at what Bitcoin did when we were talking about spot ETFs, the market just kind of ran through itself. But then there's going to be, for the party, there's going to be a hangover. There's always going to be a hangover. Okay, so this is the same thing. Everything is going to run. In some areas there will be a hangover. The hope is, and this is the rule that I want to almost leave you guys by. It's very simple. You use your time FIB, okay, and the rule is simple. The time it takes to make the move, okay, the time it takes to make the move, 50% of that time for the retrace. Okay, and there's your 1.5. Okay, it's as simple as that. This is just typically how the market moves. So the time it takes for the impulse, half the time for the retrace. And in this instance, I mean, we were sitting there. So I mean, you were at 62 from 73, not that much of a retrace. That's how these things typically work. Okay, when was the March COVID drop? It was somewhere there. If I'm scaling it, April, it's gonna be there. Okay. Top, bottom, you know, half the time for the pump, that's the retrace always going to be. So that's just typical Gann, you know, ratios that you need to remember. So taking this to your XRP again, that's why I just don't like it, because it doesn't conform to any of my TA. Maybe the problem lies with me. Let's leave it there. Let's blame me and let's be on with this. Be done with this. Okay. So yeah, so the buddy indicator is running. I think there's probably going to be new setups popping up. For those that want more, as I always say, you know, Discord's probably where you need to be at. I see there's one ticket already running. I think that might be Renee. And there's always the harmonic bots as well, guys, that you can always utilize. So we've built the scanner about 2 years ago. It's got potentials where it's looking for the market. It's running 24/7. Okay, so it's looking for the market. It's looking for these harmonic ratio patterns. Okay, and with them, it gives you an idea of trading. Okay, and then there's this setup channel that runs 24/7. And this is 1 p.m. looking at everything. It consistently scans the market, looks for the harmonic patterns. Then it has the divergence model that we have that scans for divergences. So this thing tells you, hey, OKX got this bearish divergence. Binance has bearish divergence. It looks for divergences. And then this channel is basically the bot looking at both those divergences, putting them together, and then giving an idea of where potential setup could be. So there's a lot that you guys can utilize in the Discord as well, if you want a little bit more. And then the last little thing that I think we're building on, and this is our AI prediction model. So when it breaks out, obviously the AI say, hey, I didn't expect this. This is not manipulated. This is divergence and. But typically this thing is under construction, but it's performing really well. I've been tracking this. We've almost done training it on Ethereum. And yeah, that's not made available to anybody yet. We're still just working on it. But it's like a 3-year labor of love. And the genius behind it, Tibor, has been working on that now for forever. So it's an impressive tool. I'm not doing it any justice, and the time for this is not there. Okay, let's see what else we have. If there's any other questions regarding coins. Things kind of quiet. Okay, so there you have it, guys. Let the market do its thing. Where we at now. Ethereum has a job to do. Cardano, like I said, it's done its job. So I won't be looking at this. Bitcoin Cash, it's done its job. So it's retracing. It's coming back to these areas. I'm saying that's the area you want to look for it. Okay. It's done its job now. It needs to establish a trend, because then the next phase, what we're going to be doing is long-term leverage positions. Okay. Where you can take, say $100, 10x the dollars, turn it into $1,000, buy a coin and then sit on it. But you want a trend, establish a trend, because you want to be doing that for this period of time, 2-3 months max, when the market really gets ridiculous, and then you're out, with that kind of things. Dogecoin, I mean, look at this now. This is looking flatline almost, the way this thing is pumping. Elon, Doge did the same thing in the previous bull market, guys. It just kept on running. And so this time I made sure I've got Doge. I'm not going to miss out on that Doge pump again. The meme king coin. Okay. DOT, it's done its thing now. It's made higher highs. I expect this thing to come back at some stage. And yeah, let's see what else. Curve finally gave me a little bit of a positive move today, so I'm happy with that one. I'm underwater with that hodl position, to be honest with you guys. As frustrating as it is, I get shit wrong as well. Let's see. Pepe is apparently Pepe is just doing everything else. That was the buy zone. Pepe has been bullish all along. Okay, why? Because we've had this pivot, this thou shall not cross line. Okay, and if you pass through the thou shall not cross line, you buy the 38.2 or the 618. Okay, simple as that. So it kind of had the same. It's kind of a weird structure, but I mean, there it is. So that's your buy zone. Okay, simple as that. And another way to look at this is also the investment reload scenario. It's tagging it. Now it's flying. Pepe is almost at my TP. Then I'm out. Thank you, Pepe. You can run for the rest of it. I've got my money. The remaining coins can go. I'm going to look at something new. And there's a lot of new possibilities. I mean, TOSHI today, I doubled my money once with this thing already. Then I bought back, and then it dumped further lower. So it's almost at my double of my money again from these areas. Not like I have doubled my money, but comes back. I'm going to then add on some of that Pepe performance, because TOSHI's going to go. I've already doubled. I've got free coins, and there's a lot that's going to happen there. Ton, same thing. We were looking at this a little bit earlier. It's not breaking out. So, hey, maybe this thing's still going to hit another $4, Then we grab it. Then we're going to go, guys. Then we need to see this thing run. The market's going to pump. Then enjoy it. Okay. There's Curve for today. Curve's up 10% for the day. So, Curve buy zone. Okay. This thing, guys, this thing, DeFi took a punishment, okay? It's as simple as that. Now, that's a 24 risk to reward ratio on that wide of a bison. But when you look at it in percentage gains, I'm just taking it there. There's 1,300% easy. I love it. I love it. More reasons, more lubrication for our bull market fuckery. Remember this. It's just going to add fuel to the fire. And these are the kind of headlines that have people FOMOing in on this. We bought these buys long ago. I mean, so all of these, they're going to have their moments, guys, and then they're going to take off. Have them ready. You know, the ones that hasn't moved. There's the bisons on its way. We're going to go there pretty soon. Okay. It is almost, you know, when in this kind of environment, I can go through this list of mine. I can basically click on anything, you know, wherever we want to go. Let's click on OP for format. It hasn't moved yet. Okay. Basically click on anything and say, right, it's ready to go. It's as simple as that. So you just need to understand, where do you invalidate if it doesn't go? And you always need to have that line drawn in the sand. For me, it's 90 cents. Go below that. PEPE, OP, I'm going to leave you. I'm not interested in you. You need to go turn around. And we've had those. Just as a Luxus. Probably the most expensive one. Because we had momentum. Everything was bullish. And it just kept on kicking my ass. I was, fuck it. Go below that line. I'm not interested. You're dead to me. Now you need to go on discount. And it's still not there. Luxus could potentially still go make a low. But then I will probably buy for 1/10 of what I spent there back. And by the time I get here, I'm at break even with these positions and the gains there. And then I rebalance. Okay. Just like we did here with Cardano now. So you rebalance. Okay. You sell because you want to buy back at a bargain again. And if you didn't sell the top and you're drowning and you bought there, this is your rebalance, because now this is your average price for the buys that you did late and the buys that you bought when it was really bearish. So now you're at break even. Stop dreaming that it's going to just keep on printing a blue line, because that doesn't exist. One line that goes up in 1 week and goes there. So now you break even, you sell some, you buy back, and you try again. Okay. Yeah, Robinhood listed a lot of coins. There's a Litecoin. Ruben, Litecoin for me, it's always late to the party. So in the Discord, in the list that I shared with everybody, and it's categorized like this. Like I said, the high risk buys, medium risk, the low risk, depending on the kind of momentum that we see. Peter, thanks. Adding, do nothing, the coins that's either trending up or down, rebalance coins that are in a position if you're underwater. And if you look at this, Litecoin for me, you can bring back my camera there, Peter. Thanks, buddy. Litecoin for me at this stage is just always late to the party. So when we look at the previous bull cycle, and let's go weekly time frame, previous bull cycle, okay? October 2020 till May 2021 was its bull market. Why would you want to be in it? That was its bull market. If I now were to compare this to a Solana, it's just been, it's been taking. So for me, it's almost like XRP in that sense. Litecoin was supposed to be a better Bitcoin. I think it's a fork from Bitcoin in any case, and it's just not a successful project in that sense. So it's probably going to go 120, maybe 180 this bull cycle, and that's it. Okay. Now, if Bitcoin goes up to 1 million, I mean, come on, then things will look different. But let's not try and look for the outliers. It's just statistically, it's what it's going to do. Rather sell your Litecoin and wait for a retrace by OP or Athena. I mean, a Sui. This was the with momentum play that I shared with you guys. I mean, look at it. Poops running. Sui's at $3.20. Next target 4. It's going to gobble up these $1 levels. And that's where we bought it. Come on, guys. 75 cents. You've already doubled your money. Your Sui is for free and is running now. 380%. Okay, simple as that. Okay, see, Cook. Let's quickly have a look at Cook. 39 minutes. Let's see what we have. Cook on Bybit spot. It's a new listing. I don't have it on my Bybit list. See? Okay, so I typically, when something lists like this on an exchange, I normally give it 2 weeks. Just to kind of tell me where it is, so I can have some data on the 4 hour with some value. Okay, so 4 hour, this is your rule. We're in that area, so Cook is a buy for you. Okay, so you can use this as a buy zone. Remember, this is HODL. This is not leverage trading. So it's a little bit of a crazy stream today. I'm not looking at everything from that point. But Cook is in that kind of investment reload zone. Okay. And then when you buy, as soon as you double, you sell half, because then your Cook is free. And then you write this thing up to where it's going to go. And remember this rule. Emotional market cycle. They're all going to do that, guys. They're all going to go through that cycle and kick on. Okay. I'm going to say thanks to all you guys for joining in. I know this is not a normal time frame stream. Reminder, compliments, Prime, support me. I try and support you. It's a win-win. Een hand was die ander hand, as I always say in Afrikaans. So you send some of your trading comms my way. It's simple. You're going to pay that in any case, trading. And I give you tools to make sure that you get the best out of your trading. It's as simple as that, trying to help you guys. Okay, so there you have it. So go and open your account. You go to the Discord, click on the navigation. You can just click there. Everything is listed in there. Nice and easy. Come and claim it, and that's it. Okay. There you have it. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for the time. Mark, you guys always there. Renee, all the regulars. Peter at the back, always. Always doing his thing, and yeah, let's enjoy this bull market, because I'm telling you guys, it's gonna change your life if you get the TP ready. For now, we don't have to worry about that. We need to get the entries on the projects that haven't gone. There's new projects that's going to be going your way, and then when we have them, like these new ones, I mean, we're looking at this one, Shark. Look, there's still a lot. It's not there. I'm keeping an eye on these one Omnicats. Okay, we were looking at that. Look at these. They're all suffering from so much pain at the moment, and these ones are going to give you the 1,000 X's. You just need to be patient enough. Let them bottom out. Okay, this one is trying to bottom out. So HMS, me giving you another freebie tip. Wait for it there, because your invalidation is it shouldn't go lower. So this is where it needs to start chop. And when it chops there, it's going to be boring. And I don't care what they're trying to do. I think it's Hamster. Yeah, it's Hamster. Bybit pumped this thing like crazy when it launched. Okay. I don't care. When it gets there, before then, I would have sold half, have my free coins, and there you go. Then you go with it. Okay. Mr. NFT Shooter Dan, I mean, he said it's well worth it. Yeah, he's been performing really well in this group, I have to say. Mr. DM Photographic took another couple of trades. Yeah, worth checking it out, guys. Okay. So that's that for me for today. Yesterday, the trade we didn't do well. I mean, I failed as well, guys. Trading's hard. But hodling is easier if you understand the bigger picture. Stay out of the smaller time frames. You have a lovely day. To each and every one of you guys, I'm going to say goodbye. I'm done. I'm going to wait for another trade setup to come my way, hopefully. Patience is the thing. Important thing that I just want to remind you guys now of. And I'm going to kind of spread some water on the bullish mood real quick. Just between us, okay? I'm looking at this as a short. Now, the thing with a short, guys, is a big pump that we have now has to have a little bit of a retrace, okay? And it's also worthwhile to look at it like this, okay? I've been buying every week. I buy Bitcoin from my trading capital, from trading profits or whatever the case. Some weeks it's a lot, some weeks it's very little, but every week I do buy. Okay. So all these weeklies at the open of all these candles, it's almost going to look like this line. Each one of these dots, there's a transaction on my wallet for BTC. Okay. Now, if I want to secure the profit, what would I do? Okay. Simple. I would just go and say, okay, right, the 4 hour, I'm not blind to the divergence. Okay. And this means that we could potentially go back, and I did the video for you guys yesterday in the stream, yesterday's stream. We could potentially still go and see an 81 again. Easy. Bitcoin can do this in a 2-3 day period and run. Okay. And if I want to lock in the gains on the BTC, so say I have accumulated 1 Bitcoin in this entire time, I can go short 1 Bitcoin right there and sacrifice that amount of 1 Bitcoin gain, meaning I'm sacrificing $1,000, $2,000 in this instance, okay, 2K of the gains, but the divergence is there, okay. And if we get back here, I can use the additional dollars that I've now made to just switch this back to BTC on spot, meaning I keep my spot BTC, I fund my account, not using dollars. I have accounts that I funded, but I funded them with Bitcoin, okay, because I'm bullish on this. So why would I stay in dollars all the time, okay? And then when this thing has reached that point, my amount of equity has reduced, but I have now made dollars that I can move towards. So my equity basically stays the same. Then when I'm back in the trade, I've got dollars backing my account. So my equity goes up as my trading goes up as well. Okay. And I've basically locked in that gain. Simple. And if I'm wrong, it goes further. It stops me out. I'm losing a little bit of equity, but I still have my BTCs because I'm using that as the equity to fund the dollars I want to use to trade. Simple as that. Okay, and that's it, guys. And there's many ways and many tricks around this. And like I always say, and one video I can't give all. You know, it's just there's not enough. That's why there's a Discord. These guys have dedicated channels. They can ask me questions. I make videos on what they ask, what they need. You know, try and help you guys as much as I can to get through this. Yeah. Now it's the final time I'm saying goodbye. Cheers, guys. You have a lovely day.
Keep hustling.
Subscribe now.